This is the second time I'm shooting this video because if there's one system that I want to make sure I put every of my best feet forward to get this rules right in this thing, it's definitely this one here because you know me, I love my. And granted, I try to get all games rules right, but come on, none of us get it perfect. But this one here, this instance here had to be perfect because this is quite the conundrum I've got here. So initially, the Union line was running through here, okay? And like I said, I'm just getting underway here with Into the Woods Shadow. However, due to the unique rules for potential route for Union units on the 6th of April, two extended line regiments here, which would be covering 4 hexes, all routed. They're sitting over there in the routed box. And they won't come back on until, I can get that brigade's leader out of here, get them into reserve, and then be able to roll to recover those guys. And they're big units, too. That's a lot of units that are out over there. But that's the way it goes. That is part of the surprise on the morning of April 6th. So, where has the dilemma come from? This poor guy sitting right here, who is low on ammo, he's got a leader. Well, he's adjacent to enemy units, so he's not going to get no ammo. Can't do that. And he's a green unit of a cohesion of 4. All right. Now, here's the problem. It's Sherman's activation, the 5th Tennessee, and I need to figure out what I'm doing with this guy. Well, if I voluntarily move him out of that hex, I can do either withdrawal movement, he's an extended line, he could go back into here. But if he does that, all of 4 of these units are going to shoot at him, okay? Before he leaves these hexes. So that's out of the question. If I do a voluntary movement where I turn him and try to get his ass out of there, they're all 4 going to shoot again, only this time they're going to be able to wait till he turns around and shoot him in the ass in. Well, we don't even want to do that, okay? So the only option that I see here is the guy stays put. He can't refuse because he's adjacent to enemy units in his front. So he can't refuse it. You can only refuse as a reaction. So he can't refuse because it's their turn. There's no reaction here. So to me, the best bet is, you know what? Sit there and take your punishment. If he fires, let's say, because he's an extended formation here, extended line. If that stack fires at any one of these 2 units, all 3 of these units have the option to shoot at him. Okay? And then if he turns around and if he fires this one here at either of these 2 afterwards, and let's say all 3 of these guys return fire back at that one, even though they're all the same unit, they're extended, but he fires at him, okay, only he would be able to fire back at him because this guy would have already fired. He would have already done return fire during a brigade activation. You know what I'm saying? There are only certain things you can only do one time during an enemy brigade's activation. So he would have already shot. But this guy over here, he would be able to return fire. So I don't know. These are one of those things that happens and you don't really have any control over it. And then you've got to decide how much of a beating am I willing to take. Because if he backs out of there, the odds are somebody's going to hit him, okay, and cause him to UDD, cause a loss, and then he's going to have to roll again on the special route because of the first April 6th rule for the Union, and he's going to end up over there with 3 regiments from that brigade, which would only leave this one left from that brigade, over there in the routed box, and you're going to have a gaping hole here, which hopefully, I think this is McClernand, yeah, they're active now, that they will be able to fill. So this is a piece of this game that I must not have recognized it when I played some of the early, the beginning scenarios when I first got this game. So this is interesting. So think about it. Tell me what you would do. I mean, I know I'm going to go ahead and do what I'm going to do here. And my plan is I think he's going to hold his ground. I don't know. Unless I get some seriously lucky die rolls, his ass is going to rout and take his leader. The leader's going to have to get off of him and go somewhere else. And there's going to be a gaping hole right here. And I don't think... let's see, Hardy. Oh, he has 3 activations, so he's got another activation coming after this. All right, give me your opinions. Give me your thoughts on this one here. Talk to you soon.